Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. I'm Sir Coopernutt, and in the last episode we made it to Alexandria with Garnet and Steiner. And we've decided we're going to help Blank by finding the Super Soft and Treno. How much help Princess Garnet will be is really a very, very good question. To a band of thieves, I doubt a princess is going to be much help. Okay, see if we get any items here. Wow. Well, that's the worst item shop I've ever seen. I think the one at the start of the game sold more than that. That's ridiculous. Oh well, what have we got here? To Dali, do not vandalise the farm. To try not use caution when travelling at night. No amount of hardship can tear our two countries apart. 11th Regent of Limblum, Sid the 8th. 11th Regent? Well, that is interesting. I have to look into that. The Berkmere cable cars were built to commemorate the 20th anniversary of friendship between Limblum and Alexandria. Right, so we could go right to Treno or left to Dali. Well, technically it's right to Dali and left to Treno, but yeah. This way, Dali it is. Oh, I remember this place. But this time we've got a gate pass. Yes, I want to go through. Let me in, please. Okie dokie. Now, there are really only two things that I want to get in Alexandria. One is an item, and the other is to go to a shop. And there is something else I need to show off, because now that we're at Garnet, we can do some different things. Well, not really different things, but there's different information available. So I'll cut back until when I'm over there in Dali. And here we are, back in Dali. Woohoo. Feels like it's been forever since I last visited. Actually, I think chronologically it's only been 2 days. Possibly 3. Oh well, if you come here, there is a little secret. Where is it? Oh yeah, look. It will tell you about the cards, so I think I know what the second mark on the card means. If your card's second mark is P, the battle will be your card's 4P, 0-1, and the opponent's 3M, 2-9, blah blah blah. I've already explained all this, but yeah. They really should have made that mandatory for people to see. It's one of the reasons people just did not understand the card game is because if it never tells you anywhere in the game apart from there. And I mean, to be honest, no one's going to come back here anyway, unless you know what you're doing. What you want to buy here is, have these risks gone up in price? They have, haven't they? They've hiked the price. They were 100 before, now they're 130. Now you want to buy 40 of these. I'd buy more, but you can't really. There's not much point if I haven't got enough steepled hats. I think 40's enough. I mean, yeah, it should be. There is. Let's see if they say anything different now. We can be rich thanks to Queen Brahm. No, you're not going to be rich. You might be slightly more well off than you were when you're farming, but at the end of the day, someone's got to grow you food. Oh, what's the old bag saying? Haven't you been here before? What are you, a strange girl? There's nothing to see here. Wasn't it so a year ago? It was a beautiful farm. Now the farm has been destroyed and everyone's holed up underground. Don't you think Queen Brahm's policy changes are a bit drastic? Yes. Yes, I do, Mum. I'll do my best to get back your farm. You really are very strange, you know that. Yep, and she's the princess. She'll get the farm back. And there you can get an elixir, and that's really all you need to do in Dali. One thing I did forget actually is number 1, she mastered Shell, didn't she, on this, but she's still got Chemist, I guess, to do. And did we get anything else? I don't believe we did. Oh yeah, we can now equip markers for things now. What do I say? Really, I mean, don't give him anything, he can't learn any abilities. Just gonna give him the silk shirts, and they're not important. Keep that wrist, and you can have a leather. You can keep all that. Yeah. You'll be having markers with you quite some time, so don't think about unequipping him to get rid of all his stuff. I'm just going to get rid of the chainmail thing now, because otherwise I'll forget. I usually do. Right, so I'll cut back to the Dali gate thing, so I'll see you there at the Dali gate rather. Okay, we are back, so let's just pass through. Yes, we've got our gate pass. Let me through, thank you very much. You think we'd need 3 gate passes, really, because it's not just a part. You don't get a passport for your whole party, do you? It's just one person. But there you go. We finished our detour to Dali, so let's head on to Treno and the Bentini Heights. I really like that view. If you come back here later in the game, you get a different view here. Quite a drastic change, actually. Not really much of a spoiler, though. Received 1,610 gil, which is actually quite nice. We need all the gil we can get. We really are. It's not called a city of nobles for nothing. Treno is only a short walk from this gate. Yes, let me through. Hey, we gotta lower the gate first. Show me your gate pass. Yep, this is it. Hey, will you lower the gate? Mwahaha. It's funny, this is Alexandria. Yeah, there are Limblom guards here. Unless maybe now we're in Alexandria, now we're in Limblom. Now we're in Alexandria, now we're in Limblom. Now we're in Alexandria. I reckon that's it. Oh well. Yeah. Bentini Heights. I really like the name of this place. Sounds like ice cream. I don't know why. Now there are quite a little look. We're getting a change. It is permanently night time at Treno, and Treno's over there, but there is quite a few things we need to do out on the Bentini Heights. Namely, there's a couple of new enemies. Well, there's really only 2 new enemies. 3 possibly, but yeah. And there's a Trick Sparrow. They have 191 HP, they're level 5, they're weak to Bird Killer and Wind Magic. You can steal ores from them, and if Queen was here you could learn Mitra Magic from them. Now Mitra Magic is a spell we haven't learned yet, but it makes it so your next attack, as it were, will have a chance of lowering the enemy's HP to 1, I believe. Believe it's that. Fairly sure. As you can see, Marcus is really weak, and that's generally because he's got a shitty sword. But I'm not going to give him a better one. To be honest, he's not important at all. I really don't like him. He annoys me. I never used to like this place. Mainly because it's quite hard to see, especially if your TV has a crappy aspect ratio or whatever. In these forests you've got to be careful because you can encounter a horrible enemy in here, which we probably will, because I think it's the only thing you can encounter in this forest. We'll see. Yep, there they are, Mandragora, 662 HP, that's a lot compared to the other enemies we find. Level 9, they're weak to fire, you steal Echo Screens, Tents, High Potions, Sphinx, Pinions from it. And if Queen was here, you could learn Limit Glove, but we've already got that. Now, that chestnut attack I think is like a minor strike type thing. And we got a back attack, that's just typical. I'm going to have to change my rows around. Now, I think it's like... So you imagine, they're going to start one-shotting you. Now that Mandragora is pretty much going to one-shot whoever it uses its little move. So that chestnut will kill now, whoever it is. Yep. So you got to be careful here, you really do. And they do Blizzard. If I'm going to get game over here, I'm going to laugh. Okay, I'm running. This is dangerous. And maybe I'll stay. Yeah, I'll stay. Yeah, these things are really, really dangerous. But seriously, you got to take them out quick, and he's going to help. I got a back attack. I'll wait for Marcus. Phoenix down. I used to absolutely hate these things because I got game over to these once and I was not impressed at all. Yeah, he'll get an attack and there we go. Them 2 guys will finish him off, and if not, Carnet will. He's throwing his nuts at you. Nut attack. God, them guys are really going to have to start doing more damage. Otherwise this is going to one-shot someone again. Or not, yay. At least Garnet's doing damage, you losers. god. We are quite under leveled. Usually I'd be about level 8 now. Before I started out here, so... But that's because I guess I found the friendly move pretty quickly. That usually takes a couple of hours. Right, here is a new area, which is optional at this point, but you really should come here because you need to get an item from here. This place will become much more important later on in the game. Quan's dwelling. Now you may remember Vivi's grandfather was called Quan, which means this is Vivi's house. And this reminds me of that place in the BFG, where the BFG lived and everything. And here we have an effer. And it just always struck me as, you know, you imagine the BFG living here. Right, if you climb down this rope, there is a spring down here. This is actually a pretty good grinding spot, minus the Mandragoras just being total bitches. But here you've got a thing that will heal your HP and MP. I'm not sure what that is, but it doesn't look too appetizing. Effer. And more importantly, here you can find the Scorpio. Remember this spot. Remember it. Don't forget it. Scorpio. Okay. Oh, we got another Koopa now. I need to go get that in. Scorpio. Blah blah blah. Wanna redeem Quan's dwelling rather. Scorpio. Scorpio was very timid. He always looked at his shadow until one day he decided to look away. He walked up a hill. That's the Lazio story. I don't think there's anything else we can do in here, but I'll shout out the rest of the place while we're here. This place is really, really small. You can't really do anything in here at this point until you can come back later in the game. But poor Vivi's grandfather died, so now no one lives here. Think you can get an item up here? Yeah, another ether. Over here. There's writing on the wall. Someone's measured height here. Let's see. 6 months since I adopted Vivi. Still too small to eat. Oh my god. Quan was planning on eating Vivi. The clock has stopped. It must have stopped recently. Oh, it stopped a week before I left Alexandria. Well, unless that clock has a date, there's no way you can know that. There's something at the bottom of the ledge in the ocean. It looks like foam. Remember that for later. Very important. Yep, that's all we can do in Quan's dwelling. Now, there is still one more thing that I want to encounter before we head into Treno. Most people suggest you don't do this thing now because it's not worth it. And I don't really agree, to be honest. I really don't agree at all. I think you should encounter it now because these guys are really far behind on their abilities. And it isn't going to get any better for them. They're going to get more further and further behind. Yeah, they'll get further and further behind. So you really should encounter this here. Some people say you saved the friendly move for this point in the game as well. Still no encounter. Right, I'm going to run around, cut all these barrels out until I eventually encounter it. Mastered antibody and chemist. Nice. Still no encounter. I'm just going to change Garnet's equipment and carry on looking. Antibody and chemist. Antibody and chemist. Okay. I mean, Garnet's not that far behind on abilities actually now, if I think about it really. How's Steiner doing? That's the point actually, I forgot to equip Jelly. Okay, now let's find that enemy. Yay! Found it. We all recognise this music, it's Friendly Monster time. And this one is Mr. Ghost. That's what the Moo called him, Mr. Ghost. And he has a halo, he's very innocent. I could really go for some ore. It's a good job I've got bloody tons of it. Now, for some of these monsters you actually have to use multiple ores on them. I'm not sure if this is one of them. No, he still only wants one ore. There we go. Much appreciated. Please give my best regards to Ladybird. Okie dokie, we will do that. That's it. We don't encounter any more friendly monsters for a long, long time. Look at that, 10 AP. Stoner, Bright Eyes, Cover, Scan. Lots of stuff mastered there, nice. Now, I guess it really isn't worth it that much. I'm not going to grind, I don't need to grind. Not for these characters anyway. Well, I know I'm just contradicting myself, but yeah. She learn blind or anything else? See, that's the one you really need a master. I mean, that's the important one. At least you can get rid of this now. Don't know what to give her. Really, she should keep that. Yeah. And did you master stuff, Steiner? I swear we stole a chain plate from the bitch. We did. We definitely stole a chain plate from Beatrix. So where is it? Oh, chain plate is for these sort of people, isn't it? Where is it? Where's the man? There it is. Okay. I thought it was a heavy DD thing then. What are we looking for? No, nothing. Okay. In the next episode we will head into Treno. So I'll see you guys next time.